Antra, Empress of Entropy, shake the sky, burn the land. For Earth's new life, all must die. 15 years ago, Antra killed Mothra. Now in the present day, Antra rises once more, heeding the summons of her handmaidens. As of right now, the Kaiju Juggernaut does not know that our heroes, Mothra, Mira, Emmy, and the Shobiji, have formed an alliance with Antra's handmaidens. Their goal is simple: help Mothra train so that she will be strong enough to defeat Megaguirus. The only question is, will Antra help them out? For a moment, our heroes collectively fall silent. Will history repeat itself as Antra stares up at the new Mothra Gemini? It almost looks like it's getting ready to attack. It's then Mothra spreads her wings, casting a brilliant ray of light. It shines down on Antra, and as Mothra's light brings vibrancy to the world once more, the kaiju is met by her handmaidens. Previously, the handmaidens regretfully admitted to never connecting with Antra. Pain and loneliness turned the once great guardian into a violent shadow of its former self. But in a truly touching display of love and forgiveness, Antra's handmaidens connected with their friend seemingly for the first time. In a true testament to the power of empathy, Antra not only forgives them, she agrees to help. As one, Mothra and Antra shriek a battle cry. And you know what that means, right? We're treated to a kaiju training montage. Cue the music. In the first match, Mothra and Antra face off. To Mothra's credit, she fares better than her predecessor. However, Antra is a seasoned fighter. I mean, she is capable of snapping her head all the way around. What the hell? Despite Mothra's best efforts, Antra wins by slamming the new Mothra into the ground like she's the like button. Still got it. It looks like Mothra needs more training, so our heroes need to find other monsters for Mothra to fight. Who could that be? What happens next is a sizzle reel of fan service, and I wouldn't have it any other way. In the next match, Mothra throws down with Maguma. Despite it being too cold and Maguma being too cute, Mothra triumphs. But her next fight isn't as one-sided, for she is going up against Titanosaurus. Titanosaurus! Yes! With the pair fighting in the water, Titanosaurus most certainly has a tactical advantage. But water conducts electricity, so when Mothra zaps the aquatic beast underwater, it's lights out and another win for Mothra Gemini. Match 4 is a different story. Somewhere in a rocky canyon, Mothra meets Anguirus. Our spiky boy is back. It's good to see he survived a not so pleasant encounter with Megaguirus millions of years prior. And before you can say Godzilla raids again, Anguirus thunderballs Mothra into the ground and into the winner's bracket, which is where he belongs. Sorry, I love Mothra, but right now I'm pro Anguirus. That's my boy right there. Next, Mothra fights the literal redheaded stepchild of the kaiju world, Gabara. For the record, as a redhead, I'm allowed to say these things. Gabara starts things off by dunking Mothra's head underwater. Mothra then exploits Gabara's overconfidence by tripping him up with her wing, where she takes the win. Mothra has lost to Antra and Anguirus, but has won up against Maguma, Titanosaurus, and Gabara. She's 3-2. Can she keep the wins coming? Well, her next opponent is the fearsome Baragon. As Baragon rushes Mothra, his gaping maw drooling, it becomes all too clear that Baragon is such a big cutie. Mothra be no name, he just wants a hug. Mothra and Baragon choose cuddle over combat. The winner of the fight is everyone. We all win. Yes, thank you everyone. Thanks for playing. Victory Next up, Mothra fights Varan and Rodan in the skies above. She wins decisively by using the clouds as cover so that she can ambush the two flying kaiju. But the next opponent is a bit too much for Mothra to fight by herself. Antra and Mothra join forces to face the magnificent Manda. I'm in fanboy heaven. Manda constricts Mothra and Antra like they're the Gotengo. In order to work side by side, Mothra and Antra need to learn to fight as one. Antra holds Manda down as Mothra delivers the knockout strike to Manda's perfect scaly face. Unfortunately, we need to bring this gauntlet to an end, with the final match being a rematch of the first. Mothra and Antra meet in battle. And unlike their first fight, this one ends quickly. Mothra is victorious, but I think Antra deserves some praise here. But not to be pessimistic, but Mothra's fairies warn Mira and Emmy not to be overconfident. You know, kind of like how Gabra was. And look what happened to him. Just kidding, my Ginger King. We all know you're sleeping nicely. Love you, buddy. For the past 15 years, Megaguirus and her swarm have been assimilating the stolen power of Mothra. Growing like a shadow to Mothra Gemini's progress, Megaguirus cannot and should not be underestimated, especially when Megaguirus has developed an insatiable appetite for Mothras. With the fate of the world on their shoulders, two sisters confide in the one person they trust, each other. Emmy openly wonders what's going to happen to them when this is all over. Mira is confused, confidently stating they're going to win. But that's not what Emmy is talking about. Mothra is back. Her fairies, they're no longer dying, and the world seems to be healing. Do they even need them anymore? This is such a powerful moment between our main characters, because what Emmy is asking, the question she's asking, make sense. From her perspective, she's been training her entire life to help Mothra's fairies with the magic. Now her job is complete. Mira expresses how much she'd like Emmy to come live with her in the city. Here, they can grow their own food, search for other survivors, be a family. But Emmy, she's not sure. Little do the sisters know, Mothra is watching over them. It's not only a beautifully written scene, it's brilliantly illustrated. Mothra not only seems to understand exactly what they're saying, she looks sadly empathetic, because they're right to be worried about not only their place in all this. If they win the day, where do they go from here? Suddenly, Mothra snaps to attention. Antra urgently joins her side as the Dragon Queen makes her terrifying entrance. But their enemy is no longer Megaguirus. She goes by a new name now. Megaguirus has become Omegaguirus. Wow, what a cliffhanger. The next issue is the finale. Mothra Gemini and Antra will fight the malevolent Omegaguirus. Omegaguirus, I love the sound of it. And she looks amazing. I could definitely see the aesthetics and colors of the Eternal Mothra design. That's a nice artistic touch. I can't help but wonder if we're going to see Omegaguirus turn into something akin to Armor Mothra, or maybe Gemini will go armor mode. Let's not forget how in the previous issue, we saw Mecha Mothra in the future. So hopefully our girl doesn't get, messed up. They don't pull a RoboCop. We either let her die or we turn her into a cyborg. Gotta keep protecting the Earth from this Ghidorah army. I'm game. Yeah, sure. I'd love to have an entire new series of Mecha Mothra. Well, sure, why not? With the fate of the world hanging in the balance, one thing is crystal clear. Mothra, Queen of the Monsters, it's one of the finest kaiju comic book stories I have ever read, and I can't wait to read the finale. Will Mothra prevail? Will Emmy and Mira finally be able to live peacefully as a family? Is Antra going to die? Hey, are we going to see Godzilla, actually appear? That would be pretty cool. Tune in next month when we break down the final issue of Mothra, Queen of the Monsters. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Please take a moment. I want you all to consider, please support the official release. You can go to the nearest comic book store near you, pick up this amazing comic series written by Sophie Campbell, illustrated by Matt Frank. It's worth it. It's absolutely worth it. Stay safe, watch monster movies, and try to remember the kaiju friends we made along the way. I'll see you all later.